So we are driving down this gravel road, which is right off of the main road, to get to a parking area to hike up to the Cassidy Arch. There are little washes throughout, and it says in many different signs, do not enter the washes if a storm is approaching, because you can get flash floods throughout here. So we are being careful. There are no storms threatening today. I think we're in good shape. The canyon walls are beautiful, and we're driving on a well-maintained gravel road, very hard packed today, so I don't think we have.
Let's see why this might be strenuous.
Yeah, Ron says he thinks this could be very strenuous. So here we are, we're ready to start on the trail. People are already coming back. I think they must have come here for the sunrise.
Maybe.
We did not. So here we go.
Okay.
It says the Narrows, 1.3 miles to the Narrows, 0.3 miles till we get to the Arch Trail. We aren't even at the Arch Trail yet. If you take this Grand Wash Trail, you get all the way to the other end, which is what we're going to hike tomorrow. So here is an example of one of the washes throughout this rocky terrain. Trail that way. Oh, that way. Okay. We're good.
If you're going back.
If you're going back. Almost got us lost and we haven't even started.
We're back in the parking lot.
We are starting our climb up to the Cassidy Arch. We're going to climb almost 1,000 feet in 1.5 miles. We could hike all the way back to the campground. It's only 5 miles from here. So we could have hiked from the campground. Now we've come to this section of the trail where we have to do a bunch of little switchbacks. I don't know which way to go.
I don't know. It looks like they were up there. So
Okay.
I don't know.
Let's see. Up here. Up here's the trail. This is not a particularly long trail, but we climb quite a bit.
I want to do this.
I mean, I'm already breathing hard.
Me too. Yeah, I think this is the trail where I see some iron rods dribbling through the rock.
Oh. We keep thinking we're getting closer to the top. We hope we don't have to go up to the top of that. But the views are pretty cool from up here. But they have done a good job of incorporating the trail into the rocks and giving you little steps when you need it. Hiking poles, definitely a yeah, plus, Ron says. And they have it marked off where you're not supposed to go to keep people on the trail. Luckily, we've been traveling here in Utah for a few days, so our bodies are a little acclimated to the elevation, at least in comparison to Missouri. We keep going round and round in these switchbacks around this mountain. We have been assured by fellow hikers that it is well worth it, and it is a beautiful arch, so we're excited to get up here. So now we've come across from that area, and we're now in the sunny part of the trail, so we're going to hike along here. We're super glad we're doing this early in the morning. Well, as early as we could get together. We left about 8 from the campground, and coming in the afternoon would be pretty tough in this hot sun. especially having to come up in elevation. So we're sweating just coming up from the exertion. Add the sun in there and whew, very little shade opportunities. But the views are stunning from up here. So we're just coming around the walls of this canyon, going back and forth to get around one side of the canyon to the other. The last hikers we met said we're going to go around this wall up here, and we'll see the arch. We have come way high from the canyon floor where we were. As long as you take this slow, it hasn't been too bad of a hike. Even for a couple of people who are a little bit out of shape, we have been doing pretty good. Look, there's the car way down there. Is the view of the canyon and what we believe is the arch. But she said you can look down through the arch. I see the arch is at the top of that canyon, that cave. So we turned off of the trail towards Cassidy Arch. We still have half a mile. We thought we were getting close. Because you could see it from the distance, and I guess half a mile and we'll get there. So we've been following the trail, and they have done a good job marking it with rocks along the edges where it gets confusing. I think when we were younger we would have been a little more nimble, but we're taking this slow and don't want to twist an ankle. Follow the line of stones. Okay, I'm going to very carefully go down this rock.
Yeah, well, we better. Sure that's not it up there, huh? I guess not.
Oh, maybe it is.
Well, they were coming through here, but I don't know. I see there's a car right there.
Yeah, so I think it's down, right? To get that car over there. Okay, well, we're following this way with the little lizards. And I see boot marks, so people have come this route. So we're walking across the face of this mountain, I guess, following these little cairns. They have placed here. Here's the arch. We made it. There is a way to get to the arch. We gotta concentrate here on how to get there. One false move and you'd kind of go over the edge. I think I found it. Well, maybe not. Yeah, we'll try this way. Oh, here are boot marks. This must be the way people have come. All right, I'm gonna climb up on this rock. There we go. Climb up on this rock. Here we go. Found a little lizard friend on our way back down the mountain. He's a green lizard. He's just really interested in us. Not at all afraid. Whoop.
There he goes.
There he goes. Ron's gonna make him run.
I want him to have an action shot.
There we go. Goodbye, little lizard.
Goodbye.
So coming down these little rocky switchbacks is a whole lot different than going up these little rocky switchbacks. I'm not sure which is easier. I'm thinking going down might be harder. Here we're coming back into the shady canyon which began the trail, and it's got to be 10 to 15 degrees cooler here in the nice shady, windy, breezy tunnel, and it's kind of nice. You can understand why the mule deer and other animals who inhabit here kind of hang out in these little canyons in the shade during the afternoon. And we made it back to the Grand Wash.